Good afternoon, Westwood. Welcome to the multi-purpose field for a TVL matchup today between the visiting Dedham Marauders and your Westwood Wolverines. It is Thursday, April 25th, and we have a beautiful day here. After Evan Cardamino here on camera, Morgan Donnie on microphone, after yesterday covering the Dover-Sherborne game, we had all four seasons. We had rain, sleet, a lot of wind, and then it became nice just for the fourth quarter. But lucky to have a great day today for some great lacrosse action between two great teams. Both teams with a lot of wins to kick off the season. Westwood 7-3, Dedham 6-2 respectively. And you know, a matchup that is one for the taking, where obviously you want to continue your win streak going in the TVL for the Wolverines. They did have a loss to Medfield, but since that loss they've had wins over Hopkinton, wins over Medway, and Dover-Sherborne most recently. You know, and then Dedham 6-2. They've had a couple non-league game wins versus Stoughton. Also a win versus Southeastern Tech, win versus Medway, and a win versus Norton. And then losses to Dover-Sherborne and Medfield. So, you know, looking forward to a good matchup here. You know, two towns that used to be one town over 100 years ago. It used to be West Dedham before, I believe it was 1897, when the town of Westwood became official. But certainly excited to see Westwood play. Last time we covered them was a tight game versus Duxbury. Westwood ended up losing 8-7. Certainly a game, you know, Westwood, you know, had some turnovers and you know, was playing competitively, and Duxbury just kind of took the game and walked away with the win, where, you know, there were certainly opportunities for Westwood to win that game, and I think there was a lot of positives that certainly came from that game moving forward. You know, they had a great matchup versus Lincoln Sudbury. Went to double overtime with Lincoln Sudbury, the defending Division I state champion. And Lincoln Sudbury didn't lose much, you know, from last year coming into this year. So it was, even though it was a loss for Westwood, it was a terrific effort by Westwood and showing the fight and resiliency in this team. And, you know, really positive outcome, showing, you know, what this team is made of for the future. So, you know, since that double overtime loss for against Lincoln Sudbury, Westwood had a big win over Medway, 17-4, and then most recently, as mentioned, the win over Dover-Sherborne, which was 14-6. Well, we're about ready to get underway here at multi-purpose field. They talked to different coaches that play at both fields and heard great feedback about multi-purpose field. A little bit softer on the feet. You know, athletes like it. You know, it's less taxing on the feet when running, especially, you know, in these games where it's a lot of it is track meet going back and forth. You know, it's you know, certainly a fun field to play on too. You know, right here in behind the high school. A lot of great games that have been played over here throughout the years. So it looks like both teams are going to switch up the sides on the field. So Westwood will be defending the right side, Dedham defending the left. It looks like Jen Mackin is going to take the face-off of the Wolverines. We got Emily DeMayo on the wing on one side, and I believe Charlotte DeMayo on the other side. So both DeMayo sisters on the wing. And we are ready to get underway here on the ref's whistle. And we are live. Ball up in the air. Hits the ground. It's going to be picked up by, looks like Charlotte DeMayo. Charlotte started running towards her goal, and then now is going the other way, which it was confusing because they did switch sides to kick off the game. And Westwood's looking to get to work. Going to send it behind the net. Krumzik. Ball hits the ground and battling for it. A couple bodies there. Looks like it's going to be picked up by Dedham. And we have a whistle here. No, it's going to be a Westwood ball. So some kind of infraction that happened on the play. And ref is saying white ball. So Caroline Nozzolillo is going to pick it up behind the net. The Wolverines looking to get right to it on the offensive end. And Thurman over to DeMayo. DeMayo shot and a save by the Dedham goaltender. So great save, early save here for the Dedham goaltender, number 50. That was a great look there. It was Thurman to DeMayo, but right on the doorstep. Wolverines looking to get that ball loose. They do, but it is an infraction. It's going to be Dedham ball. So Wolverines aggressive early on, looking to get some turnovers, and get some ground balls going the other way. Dedham going to work it backwards. Number 8 is going to send it up. Their teammate looking across the 50. She does. And Wolverines all over. They are playing very aggressive early on defensively. And rightfully so. They do a terrific job getting the ball loose and getting turnovers. Typically, we see, especially covering both the guys and the girls, we've seen a lot of goals happen from turnovers. Turnovers, balls on the ground, picking it up, and you're going back the other way. And a lot of times there's an odd man rush, and they find a way to take advantage of it and put the ball in the back of the net. So Dedham put the ball now in the Westwood zone, looking to get their offense going. The ball is knocked loose. The call on Westwood. So 13 is going to have a look and see Kate Sullivan. She's going to set up behind. So, and girls lacrosse, when there's an infraction, typically they will set the person who had the offense behind them, behind the player with the ball. And Dedham's going to get back to work. 22. And send it back down low, looking for a cutter. And the ball is errant pass. It's going to get behind the player, but picked right back up by Dedham. Oh, Paul, it looks like intercepted by Emily DeMayo, but Dedham's able to regroup and pick it up. So some really aggressive defense going on by Westwood, which is great to see. They have some great athleticism. It's a good matchup for them, good risks to take. If one person's going to take an aggressive route, you have others behind that can step in and help out, covering areas that, you need to cover while the team regroups defensively. So Hillary Noble there, number 17. Another infraction on Westwood. It's on Emily DeMayo. No penalty, but a whistle. Dedham, number 12, makes a move, but great defense there by, looks like number 15 for Westwood, Mackin. Mack was able to jump in there and create the double team, which forced the Dedham player to back off. Dedham looking to find some room. And Westwood doing a good job keeping them outside. No opportunities for shot. Ball hits the ground, picked up by Mackin, and a turnover for Mackin. So Mackin's trying to get to the 50. She does, crosses. She's got 2 Dedham players on her. She's able to pass it over to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo's going to pass it over to Thurmond. He's going to start working it around the infield. To Sullivan. Sullivan, lefty, over to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo looks to shoot. She backs out. Looking for a better opportunity. Sends it over to DeMayo. Charlotte to sister Emily. Over to Mackin, and then down low to Krumzik. So good job by the Wolverines. Nozzolillo had an opportunity to shoot. She held on it. Wait for a better opportunity. Unselfish play. Great leadership play. Emily, she's going to get the call, a whistle there. Looks like a shooting space, and it'll be our first shooting space of the game. So she is going to have a free path to the net and a good opportunity here to score Westwood's first goal. Score the first goal of the game as well. Oh, she's going to pass it. So she's going to pass it back to Kate Sullivan. Sullivan over to Charlotte. Nozzolillo. Pass it to 22. Sullivan for the goal. So a nice connection there by the 2 juniors. Sullivan to, Nozzolillo to Sullivan. So Sullivan going to get the first goal for the Wolverines. It was a great look, great cut, and a great finish. So Wolverines on the board now, 1-0. About 6 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. And looking to get the possession and score the next goal here. Westwood plays its best lacrosse when it scores goals in bunches. And you typically see it early in games. They do a terrific job of getting on the board early, scoring a bunch after, and they do a tremendous job when they're closing out games. And in the past they've had players that can just run for Keller McGrails, Will Hancock, Ava Connaughton, over the years that would be able to just run around for almost 2 minutes, and it was frustrating for other teams, but it was fun to watch for if you're a Westwood fan. It's almost like the Wild Coyote cartoons. So the face-off ball is going to hit the turf. It's an open ball. Mackin looking to pick it up, still being battled. We have a whistle. So it's going to be a white ball. So it must have been some kind of push. Mackin's going to pick it up. She's going to send it over to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo back to Mackin. Over to Emily. Emily to twin sister Charlotte DeMayo. Kate Sullivan, the goal scorer for Westwood. Nozzolillo looked to shoot, pulled back out. Over to Charlotte. Charlotte makes a move, going lefty, and we have a flag on the play. So, flag was actually taken out, but I don't think it was thrown. So, we have technically a shooting space. I don't know if she has the angle to get to the net. She doesn't. She's going to pass it over to Sullivan. Sullivan, great pass to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo keeps it, holds it, and scores. So, a reverse connection of the first goal. First goal was Nozzolillo to Sullivan. The second goal is Sullivan to Nozzolillo. A great move by Nozzolillo. She went there in traffic. She had a bunch of sticks on her, was able to keep that ball in the stick and able to bury it for the Wolverines' second goal. So again, great connection by the two juniors. We noticed that in the Duxbury game, is that kind of that 5 to 10 foot radius around the goal was a really popular spot for Westwood. And finding that open player there, and being able to make a move or two on any incumbent defenders, and able to put it in the back of the net. But it's been a great area, a soft zone for Wolverines to find, and to also take full advantage of those opportunities and scoring goals. So face-off win for Dedham. 14's got it. It's got some speed. A good job by the Wolverines to get back into play and have her regroup and pass it off to a teammate. 13 looking to make a move. Ball hits the ground and picked up by the Wolverines. And here comes Noble. So Noble is going to pass it off to Emily DeMayo. Emily DeMayo, a nice move, crosses the halfway mark. Has got some speed. Emily going to settle it down and send it over to Krumzik. Krumzik in the X position. Send it up top to Kate Sullivan. To Charlotte. Or to Mackin. Mackin looking in front of the net, finds Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo's shot's going to go just wide. That's that area that we were talking about. It's it's not like they're sitting in that area. They obviously wait for the opportunities. A lot of those passes are when they're getting to that area, but a popular area right in front of the net. Ball is knocked loose. It's going to be an infraction on Dedham. But great look. It was a great look by Mackin to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo, that is, a popular area for her. She's got a great shot, and when she does have that release, it's really difficult for goalies to save. Pass over to Emily DeMayo, and Emily DeMayo is going to score. So nice play there. Looks like it was Mackin to Emily, the Wolverine third goal. Such athleticism for Westwood, where catches DeMayo in stride, and DeMayo is shooting in stride. So how do you defend that? It's very difficult, It's not easy to catch these passes in stride, and also shooting in stride. But great athleticism, a great connection there from Mackin to DeMayo for the goal. Mackin's going to step right back up on the face-off dot. He's got both DeMayos on the wing. Ball is going to be on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Dedham. Dedham ball going the other way. Westwood back to playing some aggressive defense on the transition. Doing a good job keeping the Dedham players to the outside. We have not seen a shot yet from Dedham. We're just inside 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and Dedham's going to get on the board with a goal. Nice move there. Dedham player came around the net, paused, saw an opening, and put it in the back of the net for their first goal. So that's going to make the score, Westwood's up 3, it's going to make the score 3-1 Westwood with 3 minutes 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Ref setting up the ball in between the two sticks. Ball's going to go up in the air, and it's caught by Mackin, so she catches her own face-off. A nice draw control for the sophomore. And Westwood looking to get back to work and score the next goal. Mackin got some space, gets inside, and is going to score. So nice play there by Mackin. She did catch it, made a couple moves, found some space, and then found the back of the net there. So great goal there by Mackin, her first of the game. Put her on the board for the Wolverine fourth goal. So all in all, great series right there from Mackin. She gets the face-off win, throws it up in the air, goes up and gets it, dishes it off, gets a nice opening area, finds the pass, makes a nice move, and then gets the big goal there for the Wolverines for the fourth goal. And right back to work. Typically we see a lot of the face-off folks take face-offs and they will, some of them get off the field, they call them, face-off, get off. Not Mackin. She's a terrific talent where she's not only taking the face-off, but she's impactful on the defensive zone and also the offensive zone. Now Dedham getting back to work, so face-off win by Dedham. Looking to cut the lead back to 2 goals. Just inside 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Dedham. A good D there by Sullivan and Mackin. Number 14 from Dedham has a strong move. Shot on net is going to go just wide. It's going to stay with Dedham. That was a strong move by the Dedham, number 14 for Dedham. I'm not sure if she's attack or midi, but great move. She had a shot lefty, just went wide. Passing up top. There's 14, keep an eye on her. She's definitely got some speed and can make a couple moves to the net. Does a spin move, goes lefty, looking to shoot, does shoot, the bounce shot, and it's going to go wide again. So a couple of those bounce shots, they were, well in front of the net, which would make it somewhat difficult for the goalie because she's got to get the stick up high. But 14 certainly got some great skills for Dedham. Going to work it around. Just inside 2 minutes here, left in the first quarter. Oh, it looked like Olivia Mason with the turnover, and she does. She gets the ball on the ground. So great job by Olivia Mason, the sophomore for the Wolverines. And the ref's going to call an infraction on Westwood. Dedham's going to get the ball, go the other way. Ball hits the ground, and it's picked up by Olivia Mason again. She's going to go lefty, tiptoeing the sideline. Looking to work it backwards, she does. Finds 13, Ava Cruson. And it's going to be picked up by Mackin. Mackin with some speed. That was actually Cruson, excuse me. So that was Cruson, 13, who picked that up. Nice move and good speed coming into the offensive area for the Wolverines and setting it up in the offensive zone. Good job by Mackin. Able to get a stick on that pass, make sure it doesn't go to go past the divider mark. Wolverines with Noswillow looking to find a cutter. She does, but ball is deflected, picked up by Mason, but still hits the ground. Ref blows the whistle. So a call on Dedham. It's going to be Westwood ball. Olivia Mason's going to hold the ball for possession for Westwood. Mason's going to give it to Mackin. Mackin over to Emily DeMeo. Picked up, looked like by number 2, Bridget Hughes for Westwood. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So no goal there. But after 1 quarter of lacrosse, Westwood 4, Dedham 1. So getting ready to kick off the second quarter here. Through 1 quarter, Wolverines up 4-1. And some good action. Wolverines find in the nice kind of soft area in front of the net for a couple of their goals. It was connections, mutual connections between Sullivan and Nozzolillo on the first and second goal. Nozzolillo assisting on the first goal to Sullivan, then Sullivan assisting on the second goal to Nozzolillo, and a goal by Emily DeMeo and then Mackin to get the 4th goal. So Wolverines looking to pick up right where they left off here to kick off the second quarter. Mackin back at the circle. Got Sullivan and Emily DeMeo on the wings. Ball goes up. It's going to hit the turf and it's going to be picked up by Emily DeMeo. So a nice draw control there. Send it over to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo going lefty, sending up top. Ball goes just a little bit high and it's going to go back towards the Westwood D zone, battling for it. It's going to be picked up by Dedham. So number 20 is going to get possession. It's going to send it inside to 12. 12 has some space, but looking to slow it down. And Dedham looking to get to work in the Westwood D zone. So now they're dealing with the shadow on this end. Good D there by number 3 on Westwood. That is Vivian Bean. Able to keep the Dedham attacker from cutting to the net. Had a nice angle there, but great job taking away that space. 14's going to pick it up. 14 with some great moves early on. A couple shots on the Wolverine net. Ball is on the ground. We got a whistle. A whistle on Westwood's going to be a Dedham ball. 13's going to pick it up. Indirect. So there's no shooting space or path to the net. Just an infraction call. So Dedham going to work it around. Looking for some matchups. 13 looking for some space. Goes in, but then pauses. Going to pass it over. 20 looking outside. Noble gets a stick on it, knocks it down, but picked back up by Dedham. Sullivan doing a good job riding that forward or that attack person outside. And it looks like a turnover. So good job there by the Wolverine D. They have possession. They're heading the other way. You're going to work it up. And find Mackin. Mackin getting the feet moving. Send it over to Sullivan. And Sullivan's going to send it up to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo with some speed. He's going to send it over to Thurman. Thurman looks to shoot. He's going to hold on. So some great decisions by the Wolverines. It's been, at least 3 or 4 decisions where players could have shot. They held on it. Unselfish plays to wait for the better opportunity. So that was a great play there by Thurman. She certainly had an ability and opportunity to shoot there, and she held up. And Wolverines getting back to work here. Sullivan over to Mason. Mason's going to send it over to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo looking. Sullivan on the cut. He's going to send it over to Emily DeMeo. DeMeo going to the net. We got a call here, and it looks like a shooting space. So will she have an angle? She does. So Emily's going to have an angle and a great opportunity here to get the Wolverine scoring chance. She's going to pass it out. Nozzolillo, nice pass, nice catch by DeMeo. DeMeo still has it, holds on it. Did a good job holding on to that. She had a couple sticks looking to knock that loose. Over to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo sends it into Mackin. Mackin takes a whack. And she's going to get a scoring chance here. So we've seen a couple passes on the last few scoring chances. Do we see a pass here, or she's going to go to the net? She's going to go to the net. Looking to shoot. She does. Goes just wide. Couple bodies over there. And they're going to say it's a Westwood possession. Sullivan. Over to Olivia Mason. Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo, nice move. Looks for a cutter. Looks like that was Hughes, number 2 for Westwood. Bridget Hughes. Bridget is a freshman for the Wolverines. And Dedham went out of bounds, so it was a turnover and Dedham ball. So Dedham looking to break it out. Westwood doing a great job all over them. They're going to send it to the goaltender. So different in girls lacrosse than in boys lacrosse is there's no time clock to get it across the 50. A nice pass there, the goalie. Going to get it to number 22. She's got some speed. Heading to the end line. But yeah, in girls lacrosse, there's no 20 or 10-second clock to get the ball across the 50, the halfway mark. In boys, you have 10 seconds to get across the 50. And then you have, another 10 where you got to get it inside the 30. They call it touch. So in girls lacrosse, you can wait for the right cutters on defense to make your breakout. It could be 30 seconds, could be 2 minutes. It all depends. Oh, nice turnover there. It was Hillary Noble able to get a stick on it, and then there was a fraction called on Dedham. So great job by Hillary Noble. Got a stick on that, knocked to the ground. Westwood got the ball going the other way. Nozzolillo with some speed. Going to send it over to Hughes. Hughes going to send it back behind the net. Thurmond. That's over to number 23 for Westwood. 23 is Ava Meredith. Nozzolillo. Going to send it inside. Nice catch, nice shot. Goal by Charlotte DeMeo. Catching that in traffic, great release. Finds the lower left-hand part of the net for the goal. The Wolverines' 5th goal. So both DeMeo sisters on the board now. That was an impressive goal. It was a high traffic area. She caught it, able to avoid the defenders trying to knock that ball loose, and a great shot on net for the Wolverine goal. Up 5-1 with 6 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the second quarter. Looks like we have Nozzolillo on the face-off. We got Meredith on the wing, and it looks like Olivia Mason, I think, on the other wing. I think so. Different combinations here. Yep, we got Mason and Meredith on the wings. Nozzolillo on the face-off. Ball is on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Meredith. So good draw control there by the Wolverines. Ava Meredith, a freshman. So we have 2 freshmen in the game right now. We have Hughes and Meredith. So Westwood showing their depth. Some sophomores as well in the game. Olivia Mason, a sophomore for the Wolverines. Mackin, a sophomore for the Wolverines. So some confusion on the field of what's going on, but needless to say, it's a Westwood possession. So there's some confusion. I don't know if the whistle was blown. The clock is ticking, but we don't know what's going on. So refs are looking to clarify. So we're going to redo here. So they're going to redo, and now we're back live. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Wolverines up 5-1. Nozzolillo, strong move. Takes a contact to the head. Keeps the possession. Ref blows the whistle, I believe. Yep, they're going to say that it was contact to the head area. Nozzolillo. She's got a rocket of a shot. Let's see if she's shooting here. She is. Takes the net and a goal. Nice goal there by Caroline Nozzolillo, her second of the game. It's going to put the Wolverines up 6-1. So second goal for Nozzolillo. And the sixth goal for Westwood. Going to put them up 6-1 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. And Nozzolillo is going to take the draw. So we're going to see the same draw we saw previously. Nozzolillo on the face-off, Olivia Mason and Ava Meredith on the wings. It's good to try new combinations. You know, there's different matchups throughout games, so if you have a few folks that can work on the wings, a few folks that can take draws, it's good to have that depth. We saw it many times last year in the season, even in the playoffs, with different combinations. And you know what? Some of them were good combinations at the right time that were huge for Westwood possessions that turned into Westwood goals. So Westwood gets the possession, looking to get back to work. Number 2, Hughes. Send it over to Mackin. Oh, no, that's not Mackin. That is Charlotte DeMayo. Number 12, Olivia Shea in the game. Olivia Shea, a sophomore for the Wolverines. Krumzik sends it inside to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo had 2 defenders on her. He's going to send it inside, looking for Mason. Ball gets loose. It's going to go out of bounds, and maybe a Dedham ball going the other way. So head coach Margot Spatolo getting some of the Westwood, getting a bunch of the younger Westwood contingent in the game. It's good to see. A lot of depth here for the Wolverines, and getting everyone in. Dedham going to work it backwards. Westwood very aggressive and doing a great job all game, just on any defender or any Dedham player with the ball. Very aggressive, trying to get that ball on the ground, and it's been a terrific strategy, making it very difficult for Dedham to move the ball forward and to get it into scoring position. But Dedham working it into the offensive zone, and we're gonna look to set up. So shaded area down by the Westwood goal, about shade all the way to like around the 20-yard line, and sun is really starting to peak just outside of there. So certainly has its challenges visually, both looking towards the goal and away on any passes and shots. So we'll see how much of an impact that has. Ball is going to hit the ground. Looks like it's going to stay in play. Nope. Oh, it does. Stays on the line. Oh, actually, no. So the ref is going to say it did hit the end line, or the sideline. It's going to be a Westwood ball. So Noble going to send it up to Hughes. Hughes going to work it lefty and back to righty. Nice fake pass, able to get a couple defenders to move off, has some space. And a nice move again. So a great job there by Hughes, creating some space and be able to work that ball out. She's going to find number 9 for Westwood, Katie Krumzik. Krumzik, a senior for the Wolverines. And send it up to number 12, Olivia Shea. Nice pass inside. That was a nice save, too, by the goalie. So that was a pass from Nozzolillo to Charlotte DeMayo. Shot on net and a good save by the Dedham goaltender, number 50. Now Dedham looking to break out. Good job by the Wolverines, all over them. Very aggressive. Just shows some great athleticism by the Wolverines. It looks like Dedham might have stepped out of bounds. And it's going to be picked up by Westwood. Looks like Charlotte DeMayo. Charlotte's got it. I send it over to Krumzik, to Hughes. We got a Shea cutting. Nozzolillo cutting, looking for open players. Ava Meredith up to Charlotte DeMayo. Nice move by DeMayo. She's going to pull back. Sends it over to Olivia Mason. Olivia Mason picks it up. Olivia sends it over to Charlotte. Charlotte finds a cutter inside. And it's going to be a goal. Nice goal there by Katie Krumzik. So a connection from Charlotte DeMayo to Katie Krumzik for the Wolverines' 7th goal. Great cut, great catch, and great finish. So good to see a bunch of different players on the board for the Wolverines. We got goals from Sullivan, Nozzolillo, Emily DeMeo, Mackin, Charlotte DeMeo, Caroline Nozzolillo again, and then Katie Krumzik for the Wolverines' 7th goal. That's going to put them up 7-1 with 38 seconds left here in the first half. Got Nozzolillo back on the dot, Olivia Mason on the wing, and Ava Meredith on the other wing. So we've seen this combination on the last 3 or so face-offs, and they've been successful. I believe 3 possessions. And then Nozzolillo gets her own tip. Great job there. Wolverines looking to get one more opportunity with the clock under 30 seconds now. Battling on the sideline. Dedham player does a good job working inward. There's about 4 or 5 Westwood players there. Battling for the turnover. Ref blows the whistle. It's going to be infraction on Westwood and stick with Dedham. So we have 13 seconds left. Ball heading our way. It's going to be picked up. Inside 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And good job by the Wolverines, not allowing a scoring chance there. So after one half of lacrosse, Westwood 7, Dedham 1. So productive first half for the Wolverines. 7 goals on the board, able to keep Dedham to 1 goal. So some great production on both sides of the field, on offense and defense. Wolverine defense doing a great job keeping the Dedham offense outside. Haven't seen really any high-scoring chances. The 1 goal they did have was a nice move by a Dedham player, went around the net, found a little opening in there, but haven't seen any, opportunities right in front of the net, or even, players streaking to the net. So great job by Wolverines D. Also great job by their offense. We have a bunch of different goal scorers on the board for the Wolverines, and we are back live here for the second quarter. It's going to be picked right back up by Kate Sullivan. She's going to work it back behind the net. Send it over to Thurmond, number 19. Up top to Emily DeMeo. Both DeMeos on the board with goals. Some great assists out of both of them, too. Thurmond sends it over to Charlotte. Charlotte takes a whack on the head. Looks like she's all right. Tough kid. And it's going to be a shooting space opportunity for her. Certainly hope she shoots it here after taking contact to the head like that. That was a tough contact there. Took it right to the head and just tough kid, just basically shook it right off and ready to shoot here. She pulls out. She's going to pass instead. Kate Sullivan. Kate's looking inside to Emily. Emily works it back out. Krumzik. Krumzik looking for a cutter. Just trying to find Emily, but good backup there by Mackin. Charlotte's going to pick it up. Over to Meredith. Thurmond. Thurmond, nice move. Sends it over to Charlotte. To Emily. Emily looking inside. Was looking for Thurmond, but good backup there by Meredith. Gonna work it back behind the net. Sullivan, pass it inside. Looks like it's Charlotte DeMeo. She takes contact. So Charlotte's gonna have the ball again at the top. Pulled out the last couple times with passes. See what she does here. She is gonna pass. And pass over to Meredith. Meredith with the goal. So goal by Ava Meredith, freshman for the Wolverines, to get the 8th goal, and her teammates are pumped up. I don't know if that's her first goal, but her teammates are fired up. Her teammates ran right over to her to celebrate, and she's got her teammates on the sidelines rooting for her and excited about that goal. So great goal there by Ava Meredith, number 23 for the Wolverines. If it is her first goal, which I'm not sure, congrats to Ava. Great goal there, and I'm sure that will be the first of many. Ava's a freshman for the Wolverines, so a lot of great, talented freshmen already in this game and having their impact on the game. We're going to have Sullivan and Emily DeMayo on the wings. Mackin back at the face-off dot. Picked up there by DeMayo. She picks it up in stride. It was a nice win there. So I'm going to send it over to her sister Charlotte. And back to Thurman. Wolverines looking to get back to work in the offensive zone. Sullivan up to Mackin. Charlotte. Going to send it over to Emily DeMayo. Kate Sullivan. She's going to go righty. Send it inside to Thurman. The ball does go towards the net. Mackin picks it up. And we got an infraction here. So it looks like Mackin's going to have a chance to, offensive chance here to go to the net for a shooting space. See what she does. Mackin's going to go to the net. She's going to shoot. She's going to score. A goal from Mackin. And the ref's saying no goal. So it looks like we have a crease violation. So no goal. And it's going to be a Dedham ball going the other way. So no goal. They're going to give the possession over to the goalie for Dedham, who's going to send it over towards the sideline. Nice pass, nice catch. And Dedham's working in stride, looking across the 50, number 5. The ball is knocked loose by Westwood, but we got a call. Looked like a clean play, looked like stick on stick, but refs say no, and it's going to be Dedham ball. Ball hits the turf. Westwood battling for it, picked up by Mackin. Nice play there to battle for the ball and get the possession. Charlotte DeMayo. Dedham able to make contact. Charlotte's stick ball gets loose, but Westwood able to pick up the possession. Thurman, nice ground ball there. To Krumzik. Sullivan. To Emily. Emily looking for a cutter. She's going to work it back and slow it down. Send it up to Ava Meredith, the goal scorer, the last goal. Westwood looking to work it around. Some cutters coming through. Emily DeMayo on a cut. Sullivan sends it inside. Deflected by Dedham. Ball hits the ground, and it's going to be picked up by Dedham. So Dedham with the ground ball, number 5. It's going to send it up. It's going to be a fraction on Westwood.
15 behind.
So it's going to be Dedham ball. Able to get a stick on it was Charlotte DeMayo, and Westwood's got the turnover. So Thurman's going to pick it up. She's going to run it in while Westwood gets set up. Emily up top to Meredith. Charlotte down low to Thurman. Thurman gonna work it lefty. To Meredith. Over to Shea. Shea on the field for the Wolverines. Olivia Shea. Number 12. Move by Charlotte. Charlotte goes in and is gonna pull back out. Meredith. Shea can work it up top to Charlotte DeMayo. Charlotte looking to make a move. Goes right, now goes left. Meredith. Over to Mackin. So Westwood looking for the right opportunity. Dedham doing a good job on covering up the Westwood cutters. And Westwood getting a bunch of players involved here. Great to see some of the freshmen, sophomores getting in, getting some goals. Looking for a cutter inside, and that's a goal. And was it? Yes, it was. No, I thought it was a DeMayo to DeMayo connection. It was actually a pass from Krumzik to Charlotte DeMayo for the goal. So nice pass there by Katie Krumzik over to Charlotte DeMayo for the Wolverine 9th goal. And that's going to cause a time, or there's going to be a timeout called for Dedham. So with 5 minutes, 48 seconds left, we're going to have a timeout here in the third quarter. coming out of the timeout, it's going to be a face-off, because the last play before it was Charlotte DeMayo goal. So we got face-off. We're going to have Mackin at the dot. We have Olivia Mason on one of the wings for Westwood. And we're going to have Olivia Shea on the other wing. So 2 Olivias on the wing, both sophomores for the Wolverines, with Mackin, another sophomore, at the face-off dot. Mackin been doing a terrific job all season at the face-off dot. It's a big responsibility for anyone. She's been doing a terrific job and has been able to get a lot of Westwood possessions. Number 5's going to get the possession. Westwood still doing a terrific job, just being aggressive all over the players, all over the Dedham players on any possession, especially on the transitions going from the defensive zone to inside Westwood's 50. And they're still all over them. Great job there by Westwood D. It's number 24, Elizabeth Weeman, doing a terrific job there on defense, keeping Dedham on the outside and forcing a pass. Thirteen looking for some space, gonna send it down low. Goes behind the net, and that's a turnover. So picked up there by Westwood. That's number 3, Vivian Bean with the turnover. She's gonna pass over to Charlotte DeMayo. Charlotte with some speed. Charlotte gets it across the 50. It's gonna send it over to Caroline Nozzolillo. Over to Bridget Hughes behind the net to Mackin. Up top to Ava Meredith. Ava Meredith with a goal, Wolverine's 7th goal. Charlotte DeMayo with the Wolverines' 8th goal. So the 7th and 8th goal connecting with each other there on passes. Nozzolillo to Meredith behind the net. Nice move there. Sends it back over to Meredith. Ball is on the ground. Battling for it. Dedham has the angle, but Westwood doing a good job staying in the fight. The ball's still on the ground and picked up by Dedham. So Dedham has the possession and they're looking to work it going the other way. Number 5, she's been a great midfielder. The ball's knocked loose there, but it's going to be a infraction on Westwood. Dedham is going to maintain the possession. They'll work it backwards. Westwood all over them again. DeMayo able to get a stick on it. The ball hits the turf. Picked up for a quick second by Westwood, but then hits the ground and then picked up by Mackin. So Mackin then just going to send it over to Charlotte DeMayo. So Westwood battling for every opportunity, doing a great job on these ground balls. Nozzolillo to Meredith. To Shea. Work it to Mason, goes by her, but good backup there. It looked like that was Hughes. Over to Mackin. Mackin's gonna look for Shea. Shea catches. He's gonna go lefty and pass it to Meredith. Meredith sending it down the other side of the field. Picked up by Charlotte DeMayo. And Meredith. Also working it around. Mackin with a nice strong move, holds it, looking to shoot, does shoot, hits the crossbar. In the act of shooting, the ref says. So we'll get a whistle there. Fraction on Dedham. Mackin is going to get a scoring chance here. Mackin did score on the last one, but the ref called, I believe, a crease violation, so it was no goal. Mackin looking to score here. See if she has an angle. She's looking to pass, sends it over to Charlotte DeMayo. Charlotte catches, but she takes some contact. And they're going to say it was a crease violation. So even though she took contact, it was a crease violation. It's going to be a Dedham ball. But watch here, folks. Westwood has been doing a terrific job in this exact scenario where Dedham has a possession, looking to break out. Westwood is all over the options. And then when they do find a player who does have possession, doing a great job of knocking that ball on the ground. So 50 is going to look to send it, probably to certainly the smart play to just get it across the 50, but it's going to be picked up by Hillary Noble. So Hillary Noble with the ground balls. We pick it up to send it to Meredith. Meredith on the sideline, able to stay in bounds. Work it inside. Ball hits the turf. Dedham had the angle there, and they still have it. They're going to pick it up, and they're going to have the possession going the other way. So Westwood, very aggressive still, looking to knock that ball loose, doing a good job, forcing the ball backwards. Dedham's going to send it up. And Seven's got the ball. She's got some space. She's going to look for a player. She's sending it inside. Good D there by Noble, able to get a stick on it. Shot goes just wide, but good job there by Noble, able to get a stick on it. She did a terrific job, taking just one hand on the stick. You're getting more length with it and able to knock that down. Noble picks it up. She's going to send it downfield. She finds Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo gets across the 50, working inwards, nice move. She's going to send it over to Charlotte DeMayo. Charlotte DeMayo goes in the stick and pops out, but able to pick it up. The goalie was following her, so for about 3 seconds it was an open goal. But Westwood needed the possession, and Westwood getting back into play. So it was a good transition play there that started by Hillary Noble, passing up to Nozzolillo onto DeMayo. Just 3 passes, they moved the ball up about 70 yards. We got a whistle on the field. 6 seconds left. So 6 seconds left. The clock is going to start on the ref's whistle. Westwood looking to get a scoring chance here before the end of the third quarter. The ball is going to be with Ava Meredith. So the clock is actually 2 seconds, 1 second. So it started ticking before the whistle was blown. But that's the half. So after 3 halves of lacrosse, Westwood 9, Dedham 1. The Wolverines coming back on the field here and kick off the fourth quarter. Westwood is up 9-1. Doing a great job on both sides of the field, as mentioned, on offense and defense. We got a bunch of different goal scorers for Westwood. Sullivan on the first one. Then Nozzolillo, Emily DeMayo, Mackin, Charlotte DeMayo, Caroline Nozzolillo again, Katie Krumzik, Ava Meredith, and Charlotte DeMayo. So Charlotte DeMayo and Caroline Nozzolillo both with 2 goals each. The Wolverines looking to get back to work. So we have Olivia Mason, Olivia Shea on the wing here with Mackin on the face-off dot. Wolverines looking to get the possession. They've been doing a great job. They've had some clean wins, and they've also had some hard-fought ones. And the ball's hit the turf, and Ballinford getting the possession. We have an infraction here. Looks like it might be a redo, and it will be. So we're going to get a redo on the face-off. Looking to get that ball in there for the redo. They do. Ball is up in the air. Both teams battling for it. Hits the turf. And then picked up by Olivia Mason. So good draw control, and we got a whistle. It's going to stay with Westwood. Olivia Mason's going to pick it up. She's going to work it towards the sideline. Pass it up. Just misses Krumzik. And it goes out of bounds. Going to be a Dedham ball.
Step in and go, please.
17's going to pick it up for Dedham. Work backwards. Westwood all over them. You got 2 bodies there. You got Krumzik and Hughes working on it. That hits the turf. Both teams battling. It might have gone out of bounds. It did. Or excuse me, it did not. It looks like it did go out of bounds, but it was possession on Westwood, which keeps the possession for Dedham. Ball on the ground. Picked up by Dedham, 14. Nice move there. Goes outside, inside. Has some speed. Going lefty, running towards the net. She's had a couple opportunities this game. She's been a great player for Dedham. She's got some good speed and had some strong moves early on the first quarter to the net. Dedham looking to get set up here. The shadows have gotten a little bit heavier down that end. Originally they were kind of towards the inside that 20-yard line. They've now extended to the 30-yard line and beyond. A turnover by Dedham picked up by Westwood. Mackin. Or no, that was 13 for Westwood. That was Ava Cruson who's going to pass it up the field. Some nice moves there by Ava. Ball knocked loose on the ground, picked up, or battling to pick it up, picked up by Kate Sullivan. Sullivan over to Thurman. So great effort there by Kate Sullivan, able to get the ball loose and pick it up, and Westwood going the other way with it. Shea. Mackin. Sullivan. Sullivan looking inside, finds Shea. Krumzik. Hughes. Thurman going to send it up top. Nice catch there by Sullivan. Sullivan looking inside. Dedham able to get a stick on it, but picked up by Hughes. Nice play there by Hughes.
She did say, she's like, I always have a bag pack.
Krumzik sending it down low. To Thurman. Thurman doing a great job. She's always in that spot behind the net. Great passer. You know, they say in hockey, that's where Gretzky's office is set up, behind the net. Shot on net and score. That is Mackin on the goal. Her second of the game. It's going to put the Wolverines up 10-1. So a nice goal there by Mackin. I believe she went lefty there. Get the Wolverines back on the board. So Mackin's going to go back to the dot. Have Shea and Mason on the wings. Just inside 9 minutes here in the fourth quarter. 8 minutes, 55 seconds. Westwood up 10-1. Ref getting the ball set up for the face-off. Ball goes up, and clean win by Mackin. So Mackin picking up where she left off, the face-off dot, doing a terrific job winning Westwood possessions. Certainly, I'm sure, has learned a few tricks of the trade from her sister, Ashley. Ashley, a terrific lacrosse player, playing at John Hopkins. He's the captain of Westwood's first state championship in the back-to-back they had a couple years ago. Some big face-off wins that Ashley had late in the game versus Franklin. Shea catches it inside. A couple bodies on her. It's going to send it down low. It's going to be errant. It's going to go wide, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Dedham ball. So Dedham's going to pick it up. Look to break out. Westwood, 3 bodies on it. Looking to get that ball back on the turf. Yeah, a whistle there. Dedham's going to pick it up and play on. Doing a good job moving that ball up. Looking to get it inside, they do. 12 has the possession. Good job by Westwood. Keeping them outside. Number 10, it looked like that was Charlotte DeMayo playing some good defense there. Then I'm going to send it around. So I believe tomorrow, MIA rankings will come out for all spring sports. So those are basically the rankings that the MIA does. If the playoffs were to start tomorrow, that's what the seedings would be. So it would be a good measuring stick for Westwood spring teams to see where they are. You know, and obviously the goal is to work your way up close. You want to get as many home games as you can in the playoffs, and the way to do that is to be inside the top 16 and be inside the top 8 to guarantee yourself at least a couple home games. If you're inside 16, you get 1 home game. If you're inside 8, you get 2. And then typically after that, the games will be moved to neutral sites, but having a couple home games certainly goes a long way. So those rankings will be out tomorrow, and we'll catch everyone up on where everyone stands in the rankings once we see them live. So Westwood looking to get back to work. Just over 6 minutes left here in the game. Also getting some new combinations out there. Thurman looking inside to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo with the finish. Nozzolillo going lefty there. And a great pass there by Thurman, as we mentioned. Gretzky's office right behind the net. She does a great job of finding cutters. Finds Nozzolillo there. Nozzolillo catch and shot on the left hand. That's Caroline's third goal of the game. As mentioned previously, Caroline Nozzolillo, a Brown University commit. She's only a junior, so she's still got another year here at Westwood after this season. Same thing with Charlotte and Emily DeMeo. They are Quinnipiac University commits, both juniors. Some great talent we have here in Westwood. Some great universities that our talented Westwood players are committed to, going to, or currently at, or went to. If you looked back between now and early 2000s, there's got to be over 100 girls that have gone to play at the Division I level at Westwood, which is remarkable. And not only going on to the Division I level, but plenty of All-Americans. Also, the top player in the, basically the Heisman Trophy winner for women's lacrosse at the NCAA level, Kristen Chelman. My classmate, Meredith Frank, terrific lacrosse player, All-American at Northwestern. Plenty that have gone to Northwestern, plenty that have gone to Boston College, a couple of other my classmates. Shot on net, blocked. A couple of my classmates, Maura Mahoney, Lauren Fitzpatrick, Boston College, played with Margot Spatola there. So just what unbelievable the amount of Division I players that have come out of this Westwood program and continues to send out of this Westwood program. Westwood looking to break it out. It's number 4 for Westwood, Mary Lou Cosavera. Sends it over to Nozzolillo. Nozzolillo with 3 goals on the day. To Hughes, back to Nozzolillo. Noz going lefty, sends it up top. Hillary Noble with a strong move. We got a whistle. So Hillary Noble with a she's not going to have a shooting space here because she doesn't have a clear path, but she's going to pass it over to Mackin. Mackin's going to look for Meredith. Ball hits the turf. Going to be battled for. Still on the turf. And then picked up, caught by Hillary Noble, but infraction on Westwood, going to be Dedham ball. Dedham's going to work the breakout. Going to send it inside. Westwood able to stick on that. It was Emily DeMeo, and then picked up by Charlotte. Charlotte with some burst. Both DeMeos had plenty of turnovers caused and also draw controls, and they have great speed, great burst of speed on the transitions. Hillary Noble goes over to Shea. Clock ticking down here. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left here in the game. Westwood looking to get that clock to continue to tick and bleed the rest of the clock out. Doing a good job passing it around. Nozzolillo. The ball is knocked loose by Dedham. And Dedham's going to pick it up going the other way. Call on Westwood. Dedham's going to keep the ball. Now we are just inside 2 minutes left here in the game. That's another call on Westwood. Dedham's going to keep the ball. Wow, Dedham working it up. It's caught. Work inside, then back outside. Number 18 on Dedham. Going to send it down low. Very, very dark down there now with the shadows casted. Hard to see. 13. Nice play there by Hillary Noble with the interception. Great job, able to get a stick on that. Catches it and going the other way. So Hillary Noble gonna send it inside to Mackin. Back to Noble. Just over a minute left here in the game. So the clock continues to tick. And we are officially inside a minute, so inside a minute. Meredith to Shea. Nice move there, Shea. She's gonna hold. Back over to Meredith. To Mason. Mason down low. To Weenan. Nice pass there. Meredith catches it, shot, score. So that was a connection between Bridget Hughes and Meredith, a freshman connection. Freshman Bridget Hughes to freshman Ava Meredith on the goal. So great connection there for the Wolverines' 12th goal. That's the second goal for Ava Meredith. But a nice look. Good to see the different goal scorers here for Westwood. The depth on both sides of the field. They've had freshmen, sophomores in on defense and offense. And with that off, it's the end of the game. So great game for the Wolverines, winning 12-1 over Dedham. As mentioned, a bunch of different goal scorers. Caroline Nozzolillo with 3 goals. Charlotte DeMeo with 2 goals. And then we had Sullivan. We had Emily DeMeo. Mackin with a couple goals. Katie Krumzik. Ava Meredith with 2 goals. So great day, great productive day for the Westwood Wolverines. Thank you for watching and looking forward to seeing you again soon.